is Caitlin. I'd like to welcome you to Coffee and Chill. I am a humongous coffee snob. I have been drinking coffee since I was about 14 or 15 years old, and I've always loved it. So I thought, what is better to do than to drink coffee, talk about coffee, something I'm very passionate about. So right here, I'm just drinking my iced coffee, except there's no ice in it. So it's just a vanilla iced coffee with cream, simple. I don't like to put sugar in my coffee, and if I do, I prefer like natural, like raw sugars, but I do enjoy milk and dairy in my coffee. But regardless, so if you see me drinking this periodically, it's just nice coffee. So, excuse me, we're going to start with a couple of bagged coffees that I have. So, I love making coffee at home, and I have a bunch of different ways to make it. I have a Keurig maker, I have a French press, I have a Starbucks Verisumo, I have a regular drip coffee maker. My grandmother has a Keurig maker, and I think that's all the methods of coffee brewing I have at the moment. But I love medium roast coffee. This is breakfast blend. And blends of coffees are different combinations of like flavors. So if you just have like a roast, that's just that type of bean, whereas if you have a blend is a combination of different roasts. So this is the breakfast blend. It's called Bright and Tangy, and it has a citrus tang to it. It's one of my personal favorite Starbucks brews. I also have a second bag of it. This one's more full. There's even some grain on the bag. Tastes so yummy. And they say that once coffee is ground, the recommended amount of time it's supposed to be good for is a week. And I can understand why they say a week. However, I personally don't believe that. I personally will drink it for months on months. I mean, this bag here, I think is about like a month old. And this bag here is about like 2 weeks old. They say you're supposed to freeze your coffee, whole bean, if you want to keep it lasting longer. I also have, for my French press, I have 2 coffees that I have ground for the French press setting. And this is Guatemala Antigua. It is a medium roast, and this is a single origin blend coffee. So, as a result, the coffee you experience is rich, multidimensional, with a flavor that's consistent cup after cup, lemon, chocolate, and soft spice notes with an elegant mouthful, unique to this region. It's why we loved this coffee back in '71 and why we love it today. So the tasting notes. The tasting notes are cocoa and subtle spices. So I have it ground very coarsely because it's ground from my French press, whereas these are ground in between on a sort of fine setting, but they're just in the middle between coarse and fine. So the French press is the finest grind that I use on the grinder that I have. It smells so yummy. I love the packaging as well. If you look here, you get the little bird. I'm not exactly sure what type of bird this is, but it's so pretty. And also for my French press, I have Kimono Dragon. This is a dark roast coffee. It's absolutely my favorite brew that they serve at Starbucks. Deep, untamed flavors ripple through, earthy, herbal, and complex with a lingering spice. The scent is like a stroll through the forest just after rain. This is the essence of coffee from Indonesia, and no other bean brings these flavors. So, it's considered to be a full-body, bold coffee with a complex and herbal notes. I love this coffee, like I was saying. So this is also ground very coarsely for the French press. And I love my French press. It was fairly inexpensive. I believe it was just under $20, and it is the best way to drink coffee. One of the best ways. There are a couple methods. The pour-over method, where you grind a single batch of coffee and you have a cone filter like so. That is one of the also best ways to drink coffee, as well as, I said, the French press. And then the clover, which is in Starbucks stores, that is a reverse French press, and it's super cool, and I highly recommend trying out the clover. It may be a little expensive, but it's definitely worth it. It's like maracas. Okay, and I have one more bagged coffee that we're going to learn about today. And as I said, that coffee is technically only has a week-long life expectancy. So the coffee that I have here is the Starbucks Anniversary Blend, and it has a date written on it because that was the technical expiration date when it was open. But like I said, I don't follow that whatsoever, because otherwise I would not have these 5 pound bag sitting in front of me. So this is the anniversary blend, and the Siren is on the bag. So she is so beautiful and elegant. She's just so pretty. This is one of the most beautiful sirens I think I've ever seen. To be honest, I really got the coffee that week because I wanted the bag and I haven't finished drinking it. So she has just such pretty locks of hair. Just go on and on. It just really gives you the effect that she's underwater with the way they made her hair so dimensional. The locks are truly just endless. And then the scales. This is just such a beautiful bag that I completely forgot to go over it with you. Sumatra, one of our most loved coffees, is the heart of this distinctively rich and complex Asia-Pacific blend. Fresh, herbal, and earthy notes combined with the spicy depths of rare aged Sumatra. Tended carefully for 3 to 5 years before roasting. Beans from Papua New Guinea complement the blend, adding lush herbal dimensions. Created to celebrate our 25th anniversary, this bold, full-body flavor returns year after year. And this is a spicy and bold dark roast. I wish I had some holding coffee. I apologize that I do not, because holding coffee just sounds amazing. I love the way espresso sounds in like the bags. I love the way that the whole bean, like ground coffee is when it's still packaged. It's such a lovely sound. There's so many amazing sounds at coffee shops, and I think that we tend to overlook the beauty in all the sounds that it can make. Myself included. Thank you guys very much for tuning in, hanging out, drinking some coffee with me. And if you don't like coffee, I'm sorry, because I love it. And I'm not a tea person, surprisingly. I very much have so tried to get into tea, and I think I'm finally starting to kind of dive into it. But my current favorite teas are herbal blends. I don't like caffeinated teas at all. I prefer Tivana's Mint Majesty. as well as their peach tranquility brew. I have tried a whole lot of Teavana and their delicious teas. Yeah, I really love coffee, so if you guys enjoyed this, I would love one day to make a French press and prepare it for you, and maybe you will get ASMR from it. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I hope that you are feeling very relaxed, you're doing well, and that you enjoy the rest of your day. And I will see you next time. My heart to yours. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And drink a damn cup of coffee if you haven't already.